you need tonight. A little something to whet your appetite, and it's gonna make you feel alright. Sweet Gravy and Carmen Kirk, check them out as they go to work. Congratulations on your new podcast. Now open up a can of whoop ass and blast, blast, blast. This is Angelo, and I hope you like this show. Wow. Wow, yeah.
You are now entering a stinky goat cheese of a sandwich.
Carmen, I think I've welcome back to another episode of Sweet Gravy. I think that I've genuinely committed to no longer having black coffee.
Yeah, I think so too. I think you did a while ago because it tastes better with cream in it.
You know, I'm getting this oat milk creamer now,
Yeah.
and it changed my life.
Yeah.
It changed my life.
I can't do oat milk though.
It's-
That's
You can't tell the difference.
you say that.
You can't tell.
I'm just never gonna go buy. I'm not a milk person anyway. But before we get started, it's been a couple of weeks since we've been on here. We had a couple personal things going on, but we are back now, and thank you guys for listening again. And back to your oat milk.
Oh, and so I'm onto the oat milk, you know, and I use the creamer for it, and in the coffees, it's so enjoyable. Like, it's tasty.
Is it sweet?
Yeah, I got some sweetness.
Sweetness
in
in
it.
it?
Yeah, it's sweet cream, baby.
Oh my God! At first you didn't do sugar; you just did all black coffee, and then now,
You know, I do a little bit of milk.
yeah.
You know
So if you
then-
buying that creamer, then there's no need for me to buy milk,
what?
realistically,
What?
because I don't drink milk. You'll just sit and drink a cup of it. You'll eat some Oreos and drink a cup or a cookie or something. Like, I'm not about to.
I don't drink milk like.
You just,
milkman.
I just seen you drink milk yesterday or day before yesterday.
Nah.
I
No.
bring you those Reese cups, and then you said, "Give me some milk."
Oh yeah, give me some milk.
Yeah. I can't drink no cup of milk. That is crazy. It don't taste right.
So Reese's. How do you say it?
Reese's.
Reese's. Reese's Pieces. Reese's has a bunch of different types of things now. They've got the big cup, you know, which is like a thicker Reese's cup, and now they're like putting things inside of them because it's so thick. Like they put chips in one,
Yeah, that was a bad idea.
pretzels.
Yeah.
Now
But some
they're
people like
putting
the
in
salty
Reese's-
sweet combination.
Yeah, now they're putting in Reese's Puffs cereal inside of the Reese's cups, big cups.
Oh, you saw that? Where you see it at?
The gas station.
Oh my God.
And also they have different kinds of. They've got like peanut butter cups, like peanut butter chocolate around the peanut butter, like for extra peanut butter lovers, right? And now their newest thing is they have crunchy and creamy peanut butter cups, Reese's peanut butter cups. The crunchy, of course,
Got the chips in it
nuts.
or whatever it has.
Yeah, it's got
granola and like all type
No,
of
it
stuff.
doesn't have granola. It's just like crunchy peanut butter.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. And then there's creamy, and it's got a picture of this beautiful creamy peanut butter inside of this Reese's cups. Because whenever you rip a Reese's cups in half, you know, it's like
It's like peanut butter that's not. It's not regular.
really peanut butter. It's
Yeah.
like sugary and
It's like artificial stuff.
right. It doesn't look like peanut butter out of a jar.
Right.
But on this picture, it looked like the jar peanut butter on there.
Yeah, and then it says creamy
And it
on
says
the
creamy
pack.
on the pack. And
But that pack is sitting next to the normal Reese's cups.
And so you got me some Reese's cups, the creamy ones, as like a little special treat. And you said, "Look, it's creamy." And I said, "I think it's just probably going to be regular Reese's cups."
But why
And
would
she
they
was like-
sit?
and
Why
you
would they
said-
sit that there?
And you said, no, the regular one was next to it. This is creamy, and then there's crunchy next to it. I said, yeah, but it's already creamy, like, because it's not crunchy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so then I open up the cup and I show it to you, and it's just a regular Reese's cup. And you're like,
What?
so-
It's false advertising. It's like, why would you sit this one next to the regular cup? That's indicating that this is different than from the normal kind, considering you sit that one there next to the normal kind. It does not say creamy on it. That's never said creamy on it. And then you open it up and it's the same thing as the regular. False advertisement. They need to go to jail. Somebody need to be sued.
You want to down with the Mars? Is it Mars? M&M Mars make Reese's?
I'm not sure who makes it, but whoever makes it we need to go online and it needs to be a protester.
Protest their ass.
Yeah, a petition signed or something. It's the same thing that the Fireball was doing. False advertising.
Cinnamon, and then cinnamon whiskey.
Yeah,
If it doesn't say whiskey, it's malt
right.
beverage.
And we found out the hard way because it froze in the freezer. And liquor don't freeze.
Right.
So I was like, why is this stuff slushy? Like, why does it look like this? Oh, it's not whiskey.
Right.
Yeah. False advertising.
Down with
The false advertisement.
the false advertisers.
Oh my God. It's funny. Did you see that TikTok video? It was this TikTok video of this lady and she's in the drive-thru at a McDonald's. It's either McDonald's or Wendy's or something. And she got her food and she's like, it doesn't look like the picture. So like she's in a drive-thru. She held the entire drive-thru up to yell at the people in the drive-thru. She's like, I want my food done right. And it was like, what do you want? Like, we made you what you ordered and what you asked. She's like, it don't look like the picture. That's not what the picture looks like. And it's like, does it look bad? Or she's like, it doesn't look like the picture.
It doesn't
I
look like
ordered
the
what
picture."
I ordered the picture.
Uh-huh.
And she was so angry. And she was probably from Russia or somewhere. She had like a Russian accent.
Right.
She was, I don't know how long she's been in the country, but she was
It
like
doesn't
appalled.
look like that.
That's not how it looks.
Well, I feel like Wendy's is maybe a little bit closer to
yeah, it
what-
might have been McDonald's or something.
But McDonald's, you look at the
Big Mac is close.
You look at the picture. No, it's not. You look at the picture of the Big Mac, and you're like, "Wow, that looks great." And then you get it, and it's like a 3-bite sandwich.
No, it's not.
It
Kurt.
is a three. It's a
Kurt, why
3-bite
are you eating
sandwich.
a Big Mac in 3 bites? Like, that's crazy.
It's a 3-bite sandwich, a Big Mac.
No, it's
It is. It is not.
Kurt,
like
it
the-
take
with the-
me way more than 3 bites to eat a Big Mac. If you eat a Big Mac in 3 bites, that's you.
It's
That's
a-
on you.
A Big Mac's a 3-bite burger, Armin.
Okay.
And it's got the bread and the. I got a Big Mac one time, and you know what they did? Huh?
I know what they did.
So a Big Mac goes
Bread.
bun, burger, lettuce, bun, burger, lettuce, the special sauce, all that stuff, right? Mm-hmm. That's a big, and then the top. Mm-hmm. This one went bun, lettuce, bun, burger,
Top bun.
top bun.
And then you thought you said it. What did you do? You said it on Facebook or something?
I put it on Instagram, and then McDonald's hit me up because I tagged them, and they messaged me back. They said, "That doesn't look right. If you have a copy of your receipt, please DM us the receipt." So they want to know where it's at. They want to know who was making the burgers that day. I'm not gonna get some 16-year-old kid in trouble because
Yeah.
he put 2 buns together.
Yeah, that's like, I mean, at the end of the day, like, these franchises, sometimes people, like, they take loans out in as much as they can. They might do it with multiple people so they could buy into this franchise. Because, like, I know when I worked for Jersey Mike's, it was a family who, like, spent their, like, savings on getting into that Jersey Mike's franchise. Now, mind you, it's not as expensive as McDonald's, but
Right.
somebody's spending their money to do that. And, like, everyone has issue with labor. Like, jobs like that, you hire younger kids because you could pay them lower labor costs. So like, it's gonna be mistakes that's made, but like, what are you gonna do? DM the receipt to them, and then like, they like, you guys get a fine.
Steve gonna come to the office.
Yeah, and then you're gonna, because when things like that happen, like if you deviate from the menu or try to add, you can't like change things up or do things different.
Right.
They be giving you fines for that. So like, is it that serious to where you want to like get these people a fine for not making a burger right?
No,
You know,
it's not.
it's not. But it was cool that they were on it.
Yeah.
It's like, y'all false advertising, and you didn't even say that. You just made a post.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, that's really good. So we, I think that we are not going to do any more Mexican food while we're here. I'm not liking the Mexican food thing here. It's not good at all, Kirk. It's like, man, I've been to really nice Mexican restaurants and like, it's just not doing it for me here. These people are just lazy. The food already cooked. It's just slapped on a plate with some sauce. It's already made. It's just not good stuff.
What do you expect?
I expect better.
No.
Man, in Portland, we had a couple good spots we could go to.
Yeah.
And here, they don't have it. Like,
It's just in general, though. I think we
were definitely spoiled by how much we had around us in Portland.
yeah.
And now we're here and we don't have any of those things. And it's miserable.
Well, Three Brothers is my favorite spot for breakfast.
Is it? You happy I showed you that spot?
Yeah.
I figured you would like that because it's a Mexican breakfast. Like, who
I
don't
could go
like
there every day.
Huevos Rancheros?
Yeah, I could go there every day. Mm-hmm. Like, I could get something different on the menu every day of the month.
They do really good brisket there.
Right.
Like when they do like omelets with brisket, like they do a really good job with it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, Three Brothers is a really good one here. But
Three Brothers is really good.
Yeah, but the other
But
stuff,
it's a breakfast spot.
yeah.
So
Well, it's breakfast and lunch, but we mainly go for breakfast.
Right.
Yeah.
Typically.
That's like their staple is they do Mexican breakfast.
Right. And I like it.
Yeah.
However, I do like Fiesta Mariachi also.
No, but you only can order like one or two things from there. That's all they can do.
Oh, I get the enchiladas, or I get the burrito.
Oh my God.
I got the chorizo. But we went today to
El Vaquero.
Vaquero, and it was not the greatest.
Yeah, they need to be shut down.
I got the chimichangas.
Mm-hmm.
The burrito, fried burrito, and it had cheese sauce on it. But it was like canned. It was like canned cheese sauce.
It just wasn't good. Like, oh my God, it's like lazy. It's literally like lazy stuff. It's like you guys are not like putting the effort into like making fresh products, and you just like slapping it together, everything already cooked, so you can send it out fast. And it's just the freshest thing they probably got is chips and salsa.
Yeah,
honestly,
chips were good.
Yeah, yeah, no more Mexican.
I don't know if I can. We
could do the Mexican breakfast, Kirk, but we can't keep going.
You can't take the Mexican food away from me, Carmen.
You overdoing it anyway.
Yeah.
Like at some point, we gotta step back and try another.
I feel like I can
of food or another.
I made this nice burrito on Thursday.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was so good.
You feel like it was better than that? What they
It was better than what I had today.
Exactly. So why we going there and spending the money? You gotta make that burrito at home.
Yeah. That's sad.
Yeah, it's really sad. But I will say this. There's a Mexican supermarket here that we like to go to. And they have their hot food. So this Mexican place, this is for their people. They got everything you could think of in there. They got a pharmacy in there, a check cashing place.
They got a doctor.
Yeah, they got this is all in the supermarket. They got a dessert area. The dessert area is crazy.
They got a dessert area. They got a fruit area.
They got a fish market. They have all
coffee shop.
Yeah. and then an ice cream parlor in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got this area where like they butcher like full animals, and they use every piece of the animal. When
You
I
could
say
get your
like,
hog head if you wanted.
yeah, anything. You can get the eyeballs, you can get
Like
the
looking
fat,
at
you can
you.
get anything you want. They butcher the entire animal and they sell piece by piece for everything. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, but they have a hot side in there where they sell like actual food, like hot food. People go there for like lunch and stuff and get their lunch. That was one of the best quesadillas I had in a long time.
It was a shrimp quesadilla.
It was that shrimp quesadilla. It was
Yeah.
so good.
It
It's
was
like,
really good.
yeah,
Yeah.
like they is some places that's doing it right, but it's just like these big restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
They just like
Yeah. Why
producing.
why is the grocery store making me a better quesadilla than the restaurant?
in a restaurant.
Yeah. Yeah. I went there the other day to get some ceviche, and I have to tell the lady, because they speak Spanish.
They speak Spanish. If you want stuff to eat, you better look up on your phone how to say what you want. Sometimes I just put it in on my app and I'll say what I want, and then it translates it for me. Like if I get a Uber driver who only speaks Spanish, the last driver I got, he only speaks Spanish, so he used the app and translate our conversation the whole time. And then before I get out the car, I tell him thank you, and then I appreciate it, and I look it up and I say it in Spanish. And he was like, "Oh, gracias!" Like he was so excited that I took the time to look up how to like say bye to him, and you know. So that's what I do if I go there, or I ask other people to help me. Because if you don't speak Spanish, and then you have a hard time.
Right.
They don't speak no English.
No. I give a lot of fingers, point to what you want. How many? Because they got decent tamales. Came home with some tamales.
Yeah, they do got pretty decent tamales.
Yeah, it's the best.
And you know why? Because they're actually making the food there.
Yeah.
It's like these big restaurant chains. They're just literally in the morning, they're producing large amounts of it, and then they're just slopping it on a plate.
Yeah.
You
But
know what I mean?
that's okay. I think it's to be expected.
Yeah, I guess. Jesus Christ. So, I don't know. We might have to take a break on that for a little bit. We might have to find some different outlets. We already can't find Chinese food here. Can't find seafood here. Can't find good Mexican here. You only can find good steak. That's it.
Okay, so we've been on the hunt for like a nice dumpling,
I don't think we're going to ever find it.
a Chinese dumpling, right? And we've been to several different places, and I was looking. There's a house of dumpling around here. I'm looking at the pictures.
All pot
It
stickers.
don't even look like what I'm looking for.
Right.
I can't believe it. Like, it's crazy.
It is pretty crazy. And then, like, I've had this conversation with you because we moved here to, like, settle down. It's cheaper to live here and all that. But, like, do you honestly think we can stay here forever?
Forever and ever.
We can't live like this forever.
I don't know.
But, I mean, like, I don't know. It's weird because it is cheaper to live here. I mean, compared to other places. Like, we still got a bigger place to live with more space versus.
Nicer.
Yeah. So, like.
Not even is the place bigger, but it's a nicer
Yeah.
living space.
Yeah.
Right.
So like I mean, and that's awesome. I like that a lot. But in Portland, like when we left, everything was from like between for a 1-bedroom like $1,800-$1,900. Like everything had went up, and it was hard to find something under that because everybody was competing for it because everybody was trying to get like. Everybody was in that position where they was getting moved out of their place or they rent and stuff was getting raised at the time. And like, I knew a bunch of people who were really struggling to find a place and they were going way outside of Portland just to like try to find a place to live. And it got to the point where like you find a 1-bedroom for like $1,900, $2,000, and it's still going to be a little tiny 1-bedroom that's been converted from like a old house or something.
Right.
So it's kind of like, man, it's not worth living like that, you know what I mean? But then you like everything around you,
Right.
but then you come home and then you gotta live uncomfortably.
Right.
So it's just what do you want more, I guess?
Yeah. Do you want to live in a comfortable space?
Yeah, you were ready to live in a more comfortable space,
Yeah.
definitely. And I like our space now, don't get me wrong, it is more comfortable. We can't get no seafood or nothing.
You don't get
Oh my
seafood.
God.
You don't get seafood. You don't get the Chinese. You don't get any Mexican foods no more.
Yeah, that's true. And then like I don't know, man. The place I worked, like I worked at multiple places. They got air conditioner for you. They got like the new updated systems in the kitchen where they have all that stuff. I worked in multiple kitchens that was essentially brand new kitchens that had the whole air conditioner system. You're not baking alive. Here, you just be burning up. Ain't no air conditioner. Everybody, this place, they live in the early 1900s. They ain't got none of that updated stuff. And they say, like, you're a little spoiled. Yeah, so what?
You're spoiled.
I put in the hard work. I don't need to go back to that grunt, like, working in the heat again.
Yep.
So, I don't know. I have to work corporate, go back to corporate, because corporate got air conditioning.
They make it comfortable for you. They get you comfy. Yeah.
So we checked out this place here called the North Market that I really liked. And
yeah, that's got a downtown.
Yeah, it's so it has pretty much every like culture in there. Not every culture, but a lot of them. Like it has like food from like every culture, so you can go around and like get lunch from like any.
They got a place where they're making fresh pasta.
Yeah, then they got like a Colombian spot. They got an Arabic spot. They got a I think it was an Ethiopian spot. A spot like for people from Ghana. Like it was just it was a lot of them. I counted probably about 19 different ethnic food choices. I'd be scared.
Why?
Because I'd be scared. You stick to what you know. I don't.
Yeah, you like whenever you look at something and you don't exactly
really
know what it is.
Yeah,
what are
like,
you ordering? And then you're like, that's why I got a pretzel. I know what a pretzel is.
Yeah,
and it was a nice pretzel.
And see, no, we can venture out and like try new things, but like some stuff is just like, I don't know, man. Like I don't know, different. Like for me, Indian food, people was like, Indian food's so good. And I'm like, I don't care for Indian food that much. But I never got into it. Maybe if somebody showed me like some of their favorite dishes, it'll make me get into it.
Right.
Because before we moved to Portland, I never ate Thai food. I mean, I'm sure I've tried it before, but it was not something I would do. Or like Vietnamese food or anything like that. But then I used to go get the pho all the time.
Right. You really liked it.
Yeah. So it's like maybe it's just I got to try some new things before I could really say I don't like it.
Right. Yeah.
We got some nice cheese. Kurt got a pretzel.
Yeah.
And then when we leave the cheese place, the guy say, "Oh, you bought cheese here? Here, we're gonna validate your parking for you." And then when we go to like to the parking garage to leave, I thought it was gonna be like a $5 off thing. The parking was $20. The validation was $19. We only pay $1 for parking.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's the scam right there.
That's nice, right?
You go there, you go to the cheese. Yeah.
Get free parking.
It's like, yeah, I like that. So
it's nice. It's nice because to go downtown, like that's as we were going down there, I think that's the conversation I had. Like parking was like $20, and the reason I think it was so high was because there's a dance competition.
Yeah.
At the convention center right next to the market.
It might not be that high on just normal.
And I was like, wow, $20 for parking. We could just Uber down here, and then you don't have to worry about parking.
Right.
And that's convenient, you know. You just hit the button, it's there. Go there, come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then we got the free parking, and it's like, well, I guess I've worked it out, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of worth it. Like to come down here, they had all the kids in town. You know, the kids be doing their little dance competition. So you see all the little girls with like their makeup on their face. They're like they ready to go.
Their hair all perfect.
Hair all perfect and done up. Yeah, I mean, I was in gymnastics, but like I knew girls on the little dance teams, the little spirit dance squads and stuff like that. But I think it's pretty cool. He was like, "Do you want to go?" I'm like, "We can't go look at other people's kids."
Yeah, I guess that would be kind of weird, huh?
Yeah, that's the same thing if like we just go to Chuck E. Cheese and we playing the games. Like, why are you in here?
What's wrong with that?
I don't think nothing wrong with it, but like, what? I'm not. First off,
what was the Chuck E. Cheese where a kid can be a kid? Isn't that what the thing was? Was that their slogan?
I thought it was Toys R Us. I'm not sure. I could be completely wrong.
Toys R Us, where a kid can be a kid.
No, I'm not sure. It was somebody's slogan though.
Yeah.
That's so funny. But it's for me. The whole thing is like, 100 children running around stresses me out to the point of no return. Like I even in a restaurant, when they come in a restaurant and they're on the floor screaming, and I'm already hot and I got all these tickets to look at and they're screaming, I'm like, oh my God, I can't take it.
They got so much energy in them.
They so loud, and some of the kids will scream themselves to sleep. They, you know how long that take to scream yourself to get sleep?
Yeah.
You can scream like that for a whole hour straight? Oh no. It's like, oh man. It's no way if I have a kid, my kid's going to be in a restaurant doing that. Because, first off, you're not going to the restaurant if you ain't well behaved. And if you're not old enough. I don't feel like you should bring little tiny kids into the restaurant anyway. And if you have to, like, have control of the situation.
Right.
You can still take them into that bathroom.
Yeah.
It's like real quick.
It's like the new Mario movie came out. Super Mario.
Yeah.
And I was talking with a buddy of mine at work, and he's like, "You go see that Mario movie this weekend?" I said, "No." I said, "No, I didn't see it because I really I wanted to see it. It looks good. They're at a place where they can make like decent like video game movies."
Yeah.
That was like always the thing is that
a lot of people liked the movie,
right?
And some people didn't, but a lot of people liked it.
And I was like, yeah, I go see that. But then I thought about it, and like all those little kids.
Oh my
You're
God.
going to a little kid movie. I was like, I have to watch it at home.
Yeah. Because it's not just that. You got to go into the theater. They're going to be all over the ticket counter, all over the popcorn area. You're going to be trying to get butter on your popcorn.
Double butter in the middle.
Yeah.
Gross.
It's just
You like the buttered popcorn?
Yeah.
Ew. But anyway.
You don't like that?
Nah, that's gross.
No, it's. I mean, it do make your popcorn soggy.
Yeah.
But,
and it's salty and
yeah,
it's on your fingers.
It's just I got a problem with butter.
Yeah.
I'm addicted to it.
But we didn't go see the Mario movie.
Right. So, I mean, you could always watch it at home, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably a lot less hassle than dealing with a million children running around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When was the last time you went to a movie?
Whew, it's been maybe 8, 9, 10 years.
10 years?
Maybe longer. 10, maybe about 10 years.
Because now I don't think I could take you to a movie.
Why?
Because they have like reclining seats. That, like you put your feet up. You'd be snoring so loud in the movie.
Oh my God! Don't say I snore.
You would be snoring so loud in the movie that I don't think I could even take you to the movie.
Why?
Because you'd fall asleep immediately.
You think so?
I do. I really do.
Oh my God! I don't think I would. I think I could hold it together for a little bit.
I don't know. Once you get comfortable and you go like this, it's done.
Yeah, that's true. That's why I like you'll tease me and be like, you just stand up in the kitchen and like look at your phone, because once I sit in that comfortable spot, that's the end of my night.
Right.
It could be 6 o'clock, it could be 7 o'clock.
Time for bed.
Once I sit on that comfortable couch, it's like, oh, I'm about to fall asleep.
Yeah.
I can get through a couple episodes of Below Deck.
Right.
Before my eyes get tired. You know, so.
Well, you only got like 15 more.
What, seasons?
No.
Episodes?
Yeah.
No, don't.
And then we're done
say
with the
that.
Below Deck.
No, we're not.
The next season 10. That's the newest one.
Is it?
Yep.
Well, no, but there's more seasons. There's Mediterranean.
Okay, but those are offshoots.
Okay.
The Below Deck. You got one more.
Yeah, but we gotta watch Mediterranean.
Why?
That's a whole nother.
I can't do another one. I can't.
You can't do the other part of it.
Just the fact that I can say that I've seen 9 seasons of Below Deck, it makes my soul hurt a little
What? But you know it's good though.
bit. Yeah, it's something you can turn on and not really focus on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we'd be focusing on it.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Well, they just craft the episodes so well.
Yeah,
That's
do.
the thing. They make it to where you have to see the next one.
Yeah, they suck you
because
in.
they stop it right whenever something's about to happen. Every single time. They're like, bam.
And you're like, I gotta see the next one.
Next on Below Deck. And they make it seem like it's just like right after the commercial break.
Yeah. Yeah, they've gotten a little crafty with the way that they do it. It's pretty impressive, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty. How do you create habits.
Yeah.
You know, making people want to see something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that this summer is going to be a eventful summer for multiple reasons. I'm not sure I'm that excited for summertime, but I mean I am, but I'm not. I mean, I don't like to be cold all the time. It's not like I like to be cold, but it's like when it's cold, like you don't gotta worry about bugs. Like, so that's a plus. It's like I'm about to be scared all day, every day, running around, running down the street, like anywhere we go to a restaurant. I'm scared to get in the door because it's those bees by the door. It's just like, oh my God, the carpenter bees are so huge. And so those are an issue.
As we were going to the North Market, there was a bee on the outside of the car. And I had the windows down. And you yell at me, you say, roll out the window, roll it up.
It's like,
and you're like, you roll out the window.
It's like it's one of those things where like
the bee doesn't want anything to do with you. It's just buzzing around.
It's trying to get in there. Well, look, the guy next to us, what he do? He rolled his windows up too.
He saw the bee around our car, and then he rolled up his window.
And it was trying to get in his because he don't want to deal with it either. It's like, oh my God.
And then you told me, you said, you don't understand. You said, you don't understand. I will leave. I will run out of the car.
Yeah.
I will run away. I don't care.
Like, what Kirk is not understanding is that when you terrified and you scared of something, the only thing you want to do is get as far away from it as possible. So if you get in a car and I'm scared and we're on a freeway, I'm going to open the car and jump out. And I don't know how to stop myself from doing it because I'm scared. And it's just going to, at that point, I'm just going to like.
You just don't do that.
I told my dad, I said, can you imagine me driving and a bee is in a car? I'm going to kill up some people. And he was like, well, if you do that because of a bee, then that's your problem. You deserve what you get. Right. I'm like, if I'm scared, how do you stop me from not being scared? If a person is scared, they're reacting because they're scared. You can't just stop that because you think it's silly that they're reacting that way. It is
silly, though.
Yeah, but my body is going to react that way. I'm scared. I need to get away from it.
I don't know.
Me and Latrice together, oh my God, it's just a disaster. We both freaking out. Yeah. So I've been checking the sunsets every day to see what time the bees go away. I know they go away like 15 minutes before sunset or something like that. So I've been checking every day. And then the sunset has been around like 8:16, 8:20 around that time. And so I'm like, all right, yeah, the bees are gone. And then it's like 8:34. You know what I see?
What?
Bats flying around. I'm like, oh my fucking God, dude. Like, I'm not going to fucking be able to deal with this.
You don't like the bats?
Now it's bats flying around. They worse than the bees. Because you don't know what they doing.
All right.
So that's gonna be a rough summer. If that badass child comes over here again, I'm going to send his ass back across to the other side of the complex. Don't come your badass over here no more. Like, that child that came over here last summer. No. It's like, I'm not dealing with none of these bad kids on bikes. I think one of them kids that was riding a bike and I looked over at them while we were driving out and they stick the middle finger up at me.
Yeah.
I said, what the hell?
Yeah.
I didn't even do nothing.
There's a kid that was last October. He was zooming around with his Halloween costume on. He had like a scary mask on. It was kind of menacing. And then he said, I like your banana Crocs. Because I have these yellow Crocs that I wear. He's like, I like your banana Crocs. I was like, thanks, man.
It's like, these kids ain't being supervised. And the crazy part about it is we got a pool. So like, I mean, I don't know. When you a certain age, I guess your parents don't really like watch you outside. Like, I remember
if you're in the neighborhood, the thing is, there's two big like grass fields. You know? Right. There's a lot of like stay in the neighborhood. You know.
Yeah. But I mean, even us being that age, our parents didn't watch us. No. We just be like, we going around the corner. Yeah. Okay, be home by this time.
Right.
Or be home by lunch. I'm making lunch. Or like, it was that, but it wasn't like Like we went around there and like the other parents watched us.
Right.
They like kept the eye out for the kids in the neighborhood, and then like if we
I don't
were,
know. I was on a naval base.
yeah,
So like,
but other people still looked out for you.
not really. We were all kind of. You go to the playground and whatever.
Yeah, but no
and there'd be
parents
one
is
over
paying
here,
attention.
one over there. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but nobody. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm
Or
saying.
you go down to the baseball field.
Yeah. Well, these kids need to be watched.
Uh-huh.
Well, the kid came up to us last year and he says, "Hey, they tried to kidnap me in the
He
woods.
said he was kidnapped in the woods.
He was kidnapped in the woods. Can you call the police for me?"
Uh-huh.
Which, okay, now that we know what's going on, at first I was like, I'm not dealing with this.
Uh-huh.
Like, Kurt, come deal with this small child. I don't want nothing to do with it.
Uh-huh.
And you walked him to his house. I'm assuming what happened is the other kids was beating him up.
Yeah, maybe.
He was
maybe.
probably getting bullied by the other kids.
Yeah.
Or something, you know what I mean? Because I seen him running across the field, and he ain't got no shoes on.
Uh-huh.
But he was with the other kids. I see him running across the field.
Right.
They probably beat him up or something, or was about to beat him up.
Right.
Well, you can't call the police because the kids in the neighborhood about to beat you up. And you definitely can't have me call the police because they're about to beat you up.
Right. How do you explain that?
Yeah, go
know?
home.
Yeah.
Get away from me.
Yeah. Yeah. And so then I walked him to his the apartment he said was his, and then he like wanted me to like go inside.
It's like, where's your parents at?
And I was like, I'm not going in there.
And then this morning, we're leaving, and we see the small child at the office, trying to go into the office.
But it's not open yet.
It's not even open yet.
Yeah.
Why are you outside riding a bike before 9 in the morning? Why? There's no other children out. There's nobody else out besides us,
Right.
and maybe 1 or 2 people going to work because it's so early.
Right.
It's like people are getting up, having breakfast, getting coffee. They're not like, why is your child fully dressed riding a bike at 8:30 in the morning? That's very odd to see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Normally, kids sleep in on a weekend. They're not up at 8:30. So it's just, I don't think
I was always up way early.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because of your parents.
No, I was up before them. I would like watch the Saturday morning cartoons. And then like if you got up way early, they'd like play like the old ones. Like that aren't even like popular. They maybe had like one season or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bananas in pajamas.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched Bananas in Pajamas for sure, but maybe I'll probably watch reruns or something.
Right.
I'm not sure. That's funny though. That makes sense. You would be the only child that's up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
I'd be up way early. I remember, and my parents they were probably like just like, because I could keep to myself. I didn't always need to be around people. Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's funny.
So I would wake up early,
Yeah, not me.
but I wouldn't be outside.
Yeah, not riding a bike at 8:30,
Not at 8:30
and
in the
your
morning.
parents still asleep
Yeah,
or still just getting up. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
it's weird.
Yeah. So it's gonna probably be an eventful summer, but I guess I'm looking forward to it a little bit. But I think this is the end of this episode of Sweet Gravy Podcast. If you have any questions or suggestions, please go to sweetgravypod@gmail.com. You can also check us out on YouTube and every other streaming platform.
Awesome. Thank you. Bye bye.